What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm diving into something that has changed my life on multiple levels. Physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. NoFap, semen retention, sexual discipline. Some of you watching this are on day 1. Some of you might be on day 10, day 30, maybe even farther. Some of you are trying again after a relapse, and that's okay. This journey is not about perfection. It's about growth. It's about self-mastery. It's about becoming a stronger version of yourself every single day. For centuries, literally thousands of years, men have practiced some form of sexual discipline. From monks to warriors, from prophets to philosophers, from kings to everyday men who just wanted a deeper sense of purpose. And today, modern science is finally catching up to what ancient wisdom has been teaching for generations. Holding onto your sexual energy changes you. Your presence changes, your mind changes, your spirit changes. Your path in life becomes clearer. So in this ultra long video, I'm breaking down the deepest and most powerful 10 benefits of NoFap and semen retention, along with experiences, examples, spiritual insights, and psychological truths. Let's begin. Benefit 1: a surge of life force, energy, and drive. One of the first things most men experience is a massive increase in energy. Not just physical energy, but life force. Have you ever noticed that after you relapse, suddenly everything feels heavier? Getting out of bed feels harder, going to work feels harder, your goals seem blurry, you lose that fire. That's because your body is spending enormous energy to replace what you lost. Semen isn't just fluid. It contains proteins, minerals, enzymes, nutrients, DNA, and the literal biological potential to create a human life. It's packed with everything your body considers valuable. When you retain it, your body doesn't waste it. It reabsorbs it. It uses those nutrients to restore your brain, strengthen your body, and increase your vitality. This is why you wake up with more energy, your workouts get stronger, you feel more alive throughout the day, your eyes get brighter, your skin glows more. People notice a difference without you saying anything. This is the warrior energy ancient cultures talked about. Energy is the foundation of everything in life. Without energy, nothing else happens. No improvement, no discipline, no ambition, no motivation. Retention gives you the raw fuel needed to start building your life again. Benefit 2: willpower, discipline, and mental toughness. Let's keep it real. The strongest human impulse, besides survival, is the sexual urge. If you can control that, you can control anything. When you choose not to give in to your lust, you're literally training your brain in self-control. It's like going to the gym, but for your mind. And every time you resist temptation, you strengthen your inner authority. You start trusting yourself. You start respecting yourself. You start feeling like a man with direction. And this discipline starts spilling into other areas. You start waking up earlier. You stop procrastinating as much. You don't waste time on meaningless things. You actually finish your goals. You stay focused longer. Your habits get stronger. Most men today are weak because the world has trained them to chase instant pleasure. Porn overloads the brain with dopamine, and every time you relapse, your brain gets used to shortcuts. Retention breaks the cycle. You learn to say no even when your body is begging for yes. That's power. That's maturity. That's masculinity. Spiritual discipline is built the same way, through resisting temptation. So when you practice retention, you're also training your spirit. Benefit 3, mental clarity and laser focus. Brain fog is one of the biggest symptoms of a porn addiction that most men don't even notice. Constant arousal, overstimulation, dopamine spikes, and frequent releases drain the brain. It makes it hard to think clearly, hard to remember things, hard to stay focused longer than a few minutes. When you retain, something amazing happens. Your dopamine receptors reset. Your mind becomes still. Your focus becomes deeper. And you start noticing that you can read for longer periods. You listen better. Your thoughts slow down. Creativity increases. Decision making becomes easier, and your goals feel more realistic. One reason retention helps mental clarity is because you're no longer living in a fog of lust. When you're not filling your mind with sexual images, your internal world becomes quiet, still, centered. This is why meditation hits harder. Prayers hit harder. Spiritual experiences hit deeper. Work becomes easier. Life becomes more meaningful. A calm mind is a powerful mind. Benefit 4, confidence, masculinity, and presence. When you retain, your entire presence changes. Your posture aligns, your voice deepens, your walk becomes more grounded, your eyes become more intense, your aura becomes stronger. People can literally feel the difference when they're around you, especially a woman. But this isn't fake. This confidence isn't fake. It's not arrogance. It's not ego. It's not trying to look cool. It's confidence rooted in self-respect. When you're not controlled by your urges, when you're not ashamed of secret habits, when you're living clean, you naturally feel more like a man. And women pick up on this fast. The reason they become more drawn to you isn't because of pheromones. It's because you have presence. Presence is what happens when a man is internally aligned. No shame, no hidden guilt, no scattered energy, no self-loathing, just grounded masculinity. Retention turns you from a boy into a man, and from a man into a leader. And that particular benefit kind of remind me of a personal experience that I have. So I'm married, and when I first met my wife, it was at like a single adult dance, like for my church, right? And I was at that particular time, I was doing well with retaining my energy. I was doing well with NoFap at that time. I was mostly living clean and sober. And yeah, like this young lady, like she just approached me during the dance. And she asked me to dance. Like I didn't ask her, she asked me. And that's how I met my wife. And she even admitted later on to me that like she thought I was attractive, she thought I was cute, and she was just kind of naturally drawn to me. So I just want to share that. It's just kind of a personal experience that I have with the whole like attraction thing when it comes to NoFap and semen retention. But yeah, anyways. Benefit 5, Reduced anxiety and emotional stability. One of the most underrated benefits of retention is emotional stability. Porn destroys your nervous system. It elevates anxiety. It shortens your attention span. It causes mood swings. It promotes self-judgment. It weakens your sense of identity. Meanwhile, semen retention stabilizes your entire system. Your dopamine calms down. Your mind becomes quieter. Your emotions settle. Your anxiety decreases significantly. You stop overthinking in social situations. You stop hesitating to speak. You stop feeling nervous around people. And here's something deeper. Lust is rooted in emptiness. Porn creates hidden shame. Shame creates anxiety. Anxiety kills confidence. Stopping lust heals shame. Healing shame restores confidence. This is why many men on retention report feeling clean for the first time in years. Less guilt, more peace, more stability, more inner strength. Tension calms the inner storm. Yeah, I can definitely testify that that's very true. Benefit 6. Increased attraction, magnetism, and charisma. Most men don't realize this until it happens, but people start noticing you more. Not because you're trying, not because you're showing off, not because you're chasing anyone, but because your energy is different. Women sense internal strength and sexual discipline immediately. They can't always explain it, but they feel it. You don't look desperate. You don't look thirsty. You don't look empty. You look full of life. Confident, stable, focused. Even men start respecting you more without knowing why. This is not magic. This is biology and psychology. A man full of retained energy sends a subconscious signal of strength, health, and potential and leadership. It's the opposite of the limp, drained, restless energy men have after constant PMO. Just remember, magnetism is a side effect, not the goal. The goal is becoming the best version of yourself. Benefit 7. Spiritual sensitivity, clarity, and power. This is the benefit most men underestimate, but it's one of the most powerful ones. Retention transforms your spiritual life. Porn numbs the spirit. It blocks spiritual clarity. It fills the heart with darkness and confusion. It weakens your connection to God. It brings shame that masks itself as distance. But when you practice retention, prayer becomes easier, receiving impressions becomes clearer, you feel guided more often, temptations become more obvious, your conscience gets sharper, your heart becomes more humble, and you feel the Holy Spirit more confidently. This is why religious teachers, prophets, monks, and spiritual warriors throughout history emphasized sexual purity. Sexual energy is spiritual energy. When you waste it, your spirit weakens. When you retain it, your spirit strengthens. You start feeling things you didn't feel before: protection, direction, inspiration. You feel more aligned with your purpose and identity. There's a reason every faith tradition treats sexual discipline as sacred. Retention strengthens your spirit just as much as your body. Benefit 8. Physical strength, stamina, and vitality. Retention noticeably affects your physical body. Here's what many men experience: higher strength, better workouts, faster recovery, deeper sleep, improved immune function, increased stamina, improved posture, reduced inflammation, better hormone regulation, brighter eyes, healthier skin, more vitality. Even if testosterone increases temporarily, the overall health effects of retention create long-term physical improvement. Your body becomes more energized, your movements become more intentional, your breathing improves, your endurance increases. Retention literally makes you feel younger and stronger. It's your body saying, finally, you're not working against me anymore. And that just kind of reminds me of, like, you know, the people that are in, you know, the men that are like in their 60s, some celebrities, like actors, for example. Like, I've mentioned Tom Cruise, for example. He's in his like early 60s, and he goes out and about with his acting career like as if he's in his 20s or in his 30s, you know, and that's because he practices semen retention. But yeah, anyways. Benefit 9: better relationships and healthy attraction. Porn breaks relationships. It distorts expectations. It destroys your ability to bond. It creates shame and secrecy. It causes numbness and emotional distance. It changes how you see women and how you see yourself. Retention reverses this damage. You begin seeing women as actual people, not objects. You value connection instead of fantasy. You listen with intention. You build trust more easily. You feel more empathy and compassion. You stop chasing lust-based relationships. Your standards rise. Your values strengthen. Your emotional maturity grows. And if you're single, retention helps you attract higher quality people, not through chasing, but through becoming. If you're in a relationship, retention helps rebuild intimacy, trust, and emotional connection. Retention doesn't just help your relationship with others. It heals your relationship with yourself. Benefit 10: life purpose, ambition, and vision. This right here is the king of all benefits. Retention gives you purpose, not fake motivation, not temporary hype, not shallow ambition, a deep sense of direction. Lust is a distraction. Porn is a sedative. Constant releasing drains ambition. When you retain, your mind opens, your heart strengthens, your spirit awakens, your priorities shift. Suddenly you realize, I was made for more. You start thinking about your mission, your future family, your goals, your calling, your impact, your contribution, your legacy. You stop drifting. You stop wasting time. You stop living life on autopilot. Instead, you start building better habits, better routines, better character, better vision, better discipline, better identity. Retention aligns you with your higher purpose. You become the man you were meant to be. Conclusion: NoFap and semen retention aren't about being perfect. They're about progress. You're going to battle urges. You're going to face challenges. You might fall sometimes. But every day you resist, every day you grow, every day you hold on to your power, you rise higher. The world needs strong men, disciplined men, spiritual men, focused men, purpose-driven men. And I'll add to that and say Christ-centered men. And that's exactly who you're becoming. If this video helped you, drop a like, subscribe, and comment your current day count. Let's build a community of men leveling up together. Stay strong, stay grounded, stay righteous, and I'll see you in the next one.